Hey everyone, Dan with Mac Rumors, and the Apple Watch Series 4 has been officially released today. And in this video, we're going to unbox it and get my overall first impressions of the brand new Apple Watch Series 4. So in terms of the unboxing experience, this seems to be a relatively traditional Apple Watch unboxing experience. You can open it without a knife, which is always nice, but this part is a little different here. They have these little pull tabs that you can unbox the actual box. It's like a little cardboard sleeve for the box, and it's really cool actually with all the different Apple Watch models displayed here. I don't know if I can get that to fold back up after I'm done, but it's definitely a nice different touch compared to prior years. And then of course you have the Apple Watch Series 4 displayed on top of the box and nothing else. So as you lift the lid, you can already tell that this is a different experience. In years past, I believe everything came together. The watch band and the watch were already connected. So here you have this little case for the Apple Watch, which is kind of nice. It's like a little sleeve that you can slide it in. It's got some like felty material to it. Here are your information guides, and you can just put those off to the side. And of course, underneath you have the Apple Watch charger and the wall adapter. So as I mentioned, this unboxing experience is a little different. Usually the watch band already comes connected with the Apple Watch, but the enclosure that we saw earlier, the little sleeve that held these two boxes together, makes sense now because they even included the actual Apple Watch band box underneath the Apple Watch box. So something a little different here. So the Apple Watch Series 4, it comes in two different sizes, the 40 and 44 millimeter, which is up from the previous 38 and 42 millimeter models from years past. So this will lead to a 30% increase in display size, and honestly, the difference just from unboxing it now is pretty drastic. Bringing in the Apple Watch Series 3 from last year, you can clearly see the design changes and just how noticeable the difference in display size truly is. Even though the watch size has increased from 42 millimeters to 44, like I said before, the body has been slimmed down, so there really isn't that big of a difference in terms of the overall footprint to the Apple Watch itself. There's also a new speaker on the Apple Watch Series 4, which is now 50% louder, and that will obviously help when using new apps like Walkie-Talkie or just taking and receiving phone calls. And the digital crown also had a bit of a redesign with the inclusion of the haptic feedback, which feels really good to use. I'm surprised that this is one of my new favorite things, but it actually feels really cool to go up and down and get that satisfaction of the haptic feedback. Also, compared to the Series 3, where mine has the full-on red blotch on the dot, you have a much more subtle and, in my opinion, more elegant looking red ring to signify that this is the LTE model, as opposed to just making the whole digital crown red itself. So I like that little subtle change there. The bottom part of the watch is also made of ceramic and sapphire, so that's going to be a lot more durable and hopefully a little bit more scratch resistant compared to the years past. Now on the inside of the Apple Watch, Apple introduced the new S4 chip, which makes the Apple Watch up to 2 times faster and more efficient than the previous models. And as far as software goes, we recently put out a video going over all of the new features that are found in watchOS 5, but there are a few specific features introduced in the new Series 4 model. There are a few new watch faces that actually take advantage of the new larger display, and they allow for a ton of different complications. Even the new watch faces that were released on watchOS 5 for non-Series 4 owners, the ones that everybody got, they look a lot better on this display. I wasn't as impressed on the Apple Watch Series 3 when looking at the new fire and water and liquid metal watch faces. They were cool, but they look so much better on the Apple Watch Series 4 as they take advantage of that full edge-to-edge, near edge-to-edge display on the new Apple Watch Series 4. Apple focused pretty heavily on health in the Series 4 Apple Watch models, and not to get too technical, but they introduced a new electrical heart rate sensor. So when you combine that with the new electrodes in the digital crown, you can actually take an electrocardiogram reading using a new ECG app. So unfortunately, I won't be able to show you an ECG quite yet, but all you do is you put your finger, rest it up on the digital crown here, and it would perform an ECG. So that would be something that we'll definitely test out when it is introduced. There's also an improved accelerometer and gyroscope that can lead to the detection of falls, which is actually really cool. So if you fall down and you can't get up and you need emergency services, the Apple Watch will detect that you've fallen and it will initiate that process. And if you don't respond to the watch in a certain amount of time, it will actually go ahead and call emergency services for you. Obviously, that's something I can't quite show you, but that is what Apple has introduced in the new Apple Watch Series 4. Now, these watches will start at $399 for the GPS version and $499 for the GPS and cellular version, which is what I have here. Overall, my first impressions of the Apple Watch Series 4 is that this is definitely a massive upgrade from any of the other watches. Just the new display alone makes everything look so much better, and I can't wait to fully test out some of the new health features and just interact with the new watch faces and all of those complications and some of the things that third-party developers can now do with the Apple Watch and the larger display will be interesting to see in the weeks and months to come. So let me know what you think of the Apple Watch Series 4. In the comment section down below, and be sure to stay locked into MacRumors.com and our MacRumors YouTube channel so that you don't miss more coverage that we're gonna have on the Series 4 in the weeks to come. This has been Dan with MacRumors. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.